Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Dialogue Tree. This is episode 48. My name is Daniel Padilla, and as always, I am joined by my wonderful friend, Matthew, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest Peterson.
Hello, that is me.
What's going on, dog?
Dude, adding to the things I never realized or whatever, I didn't get the joke that it's Diddy's Conquest or whatever.
Yeah, like Conquest.
Yeah, I was always just like, that's a weird way to phrase the title.
You only realized that like a couple of months ago, right? When Owen and I were sending those stupid jokes.
Yeah, probably. It could have been when I was still in Worcester, honestly, though. I don't
Oh,
remember.
gotcha.
It was
Yeah.
within this year, though, that's for sure.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I guess I would have already moved out of Worcester. Anyways, tonight we got a few things. I have received from Owen his excerpt. I don't know if he wrote this, if he stole it. He didn't say anything. I assume he wrote it. I've got his excerpt of his version of Ulysses.
Owen's a pretty honest dude.
Yeah, I assume he wrote it,
Yeah.
but it could just be porn or something. I didn't proofread this, so we'll find out soon enough when we go over that.
Yep, it has been delivered to us. That's right.
Yeah, and I have completed Okami. I should say that now before I forget to say it.
Oh shit, dude!
That's like a milestone.
All right, yeah, damn. You did bring that up a few episodes ago. How you knew a lot of people who've played Okami, but you'd never really met anyone who'd actually finished it. And you mentioned too in a previous episode that was your goal, right? So be the one person who's actually finished Okami.
Everyone knows one person who's actually finished Okami, and they've just played a bit of it. So now everyone listening, you don't have to beat Okami. I did it. Congratulations.
Right. Hey, no, dude, congratulations to you, dog. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's weird that it's like a slog. Honestly, people don't beat it for a reason, and it is like an achievement, even though it's like no one would be like, "Oh, you beat Ocarina of Time, like good job," because
everyone beats Ocarina of Time.
It's probably because the cutscenes are terrible and the dialogue is quite annoying.
It can get long, that's for sure. Yeah,
I did skip a lot of stuff, and I only once was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have skipped that," because now I have no idea what's going on.
In terms of what you had to do, or just story?
Both, actually.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think that's the issue, right? When you skip shit and then you're just lost in terms of what your objective is and where you have to go and what you have to do.
Yeah, the game is decently made enough though, so you'll have on the main map, there's a vague circle of where you have to go, so you're never completely lost.
You at least have some guidance as to where to be and where the next plot point is and whatnot.
I don't know. There's a lot of stupid and annoying stuff, but it is a pretty cool game. It looks really good.
It looks really good on the Switch too. That remastered edition looks really crisp, really clean. I forgot. I had a comment to make about Okami, dude. I fucking forgot.
I don't know. The puzzles are a lot better than Zelda. Well, the one on DS, that one has really good puzzles. The one you gave to me.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, no, that's insane.
Link Between Worlds has really creative puzzles that make you think. Okami is not as good as that, but it's a lot better than Ocarina of Time.
Other Zelda, right? Yeah, right, gotcha. No, I think I think one of the things that, and it might not be a good enough reason to say that it puts me off, but I will say one of the things that I think I can confidently say that I do not like about Okami is all those mini games where you're digging somewhere, you have to dig and have to guide a character from one direction to the next, and
you have
to dig through the rocks. Yeah, and they take so long and they're hard to control. And I feel like I've done a couple of them, and I feel like I still don't really know what I have to do to win. I feel like whenever I've won them, I've just won them randomly, So those I feel like that is one thing about that game that I know that I can confidently say that I don't like at all.
Yeah, they're not very fun.
And I guess you're right. Cutscenes, they do have a lot of, they can get long. They can have a lot of dialogue that you just have to read through.
Well, the problem is, honestly, you can't skip through it in cutscenes. It's weird because you can skip through it in the overworld. You can hit A to automatically finish the text scrolling across.
Oh, true.
But in cutscenes, it scrolls so slow.
It goes at its own speed, and you can't adjust that.
Yeah, I hate it.
Right.
And it's usually garbage.
And that's a weird, oversight for a remaster. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the kind of shit. That's the kind of quality of life improvements that remasters usually make sure to implement. I haven't played it at all, but I bought Final Fantasy VII on the Switch just because the classic one, just because it's one of those milestone type games that I feel like I should play at one point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But precisely one of the quality of life improvements that they added to the whatever remaster HD, whatever they call it on the Switch, is making gameplay faster, like 3 times faster. You
Oh
know?
wow, I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
they changed it at all.
I'm sure it makes things a lot better. You know what I
Well, we're
mean?
talking about Nintendo here, who did not do anything to Mario 64 or anything like that.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, yeah. Well, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know what kind of quality of life improvements you can make to like Mario 64, but there's certainly a few, at least with the camera. You
Yeah,
know?
the camera is awful, honestly.
Right. Yeah,
It's
that
just
is true.
barely functional.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, you're right. They didn't very, very low effort as opposed to like something like fucking Final Fantasy VII, which I bought for like $8 or something, as opposed to like the $60 that I paid for the 3D All Stars collection. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okami's pretty, I don't know, it was like $20. I can't remember if it was on sale though.
I got it for 15 on sale. Yeah, which I think is a pretty
Could have
decent
been.
price for the yeah,
Yeah, it's a fair asking price. I'd
especially
say
for
it's
like
pretty good.
yeah. No, definitely a good game. You have any other impressions about Akami Dog? Anything else you
Mm,
wanted to bring up?
I will say I got pretty at the end. I was just like I enjoyed the platforming and the puzzles, but the combat I just would get the consumables that are like a nuke. It just deals
Yeah.
damage around you, and I would just walk into the middle of the enemies and then nuke them, and then I'd get like S tier on both statuses and get like then you get all this money because you
Right.
perfected it, and then you have all the money to buy more nukes. I could just stomp all the combat in like 3 seconds, and there was basically no point to it. Even the bosses.
Really?
Only the final boss put up really a fight, and it's because it's such a damage sponge that I felt like I needed to use those. Honestly, I would
Right.
have been there all day smacking it.
I was gonna say, yeah, otherwise you would have just taken like forever to like
Yeah,
actually beat him. Yeah.
I guess a little spoiler, but New Game Plus, you get to you get like skins, so you can be like fat or no god. You can like look like a normal wolf the whole time and stuff.
Oh, real?
But that's about it. You get all your moves
Right.
and money afterwards, but there's not really a reason
Right.
to play through it again, to my knowledge.
There's not any like more. There's not any more
It didn't
challenging or
say
whatever.
anything about it. I don't.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
find out.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Okami tutorial sucks.
God, it's long, dog.
It's
Shit,
awful.
man. Yeah, it's long. Which again, I think I talked about this before. Like, I talk a lot of shit about a lot of the 3D Zeldas because they do have, especially fucking Twilight Princess, man. The tutorial for that game is ass. I
Mm,
hate it, and that is kind of like the reason why I haven't really ever picked it up because I just can't get through the tutorial. I guess the difference with Okami was that I didn't really know what to expect with Okami going into it, you know. So I was just like, I don't know. No, so Okami's tutorial is long, but again, it was the first time that I was playing it. I never, you know, and it looked so pretty and whatever. And I don't know. I just kept going. I will say that I didn't like it. I don't think it should have, I don't think any game should ever have a tutorial that long.
yeah,
Not an adventure game like that, right? Like if you're playing like some kind of deep strategy game, whatever, but like an
right.
adventure game like that, I feel like there's no reason why it should ever have to be so slow and long,
Yeah, I get
you know?
that. I get that.
Well, shit, dude. Big news today.
What's that?
Steve is going to be added to
Oh yeah,
Smash.
Minecraft Steve was announced as a Smash character, which is weird.
What do you think about it?
I'm surprised. I thought it was mostly just like a joke people were making about it because people had suggested it, but it didn't seem like it would ever really happen.
Yeah, it became a big rumor, right? Like people
Yeah,
were actually, you know,
but I don't think it was founded in anything. I think people were just like that would be cool.
right, yeah. Are
But
you
I don't know. I'm super like uninterested in playing Smash Ultimate now.
just like in
Uh,
general?
yeah,
Right,
but if if people, it seems cool, so I hope people like it.
right,
Yeah, I didn't even like look at his moves or anything because it just like has no impact on me, honestly.
right. And then there's even I don't know how much they showed of the character because I know there will be like another showcase or something sometime soon. I think like a couple of days, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was just like a trailer. I don't think it was
Right,
like a move showcase.
right. Yeah. So, have you purchased any of the additional characters at all?
Let's see. I bought Joker. Joker's really fun.
Gotcha. You haven't
That's
bought
it.
like fucking Banjo and stuff.
No, I
Gotcha.
kind of stopped playing around then when they came out, anyways.
Right. I mean, that's fair. Again, I don't even own the game. I've been thinking about purchasing it because my buddies here have started to play online, and so like that's just like an incentive, you know, to have something to do with them. My buddies here playing with
Mhm.
them, I feel like that could be fun. So I've started to like actually consider it, and just because I don't know, it's such a huge like museum for games, Smash Ultimate. I feel like like there's so many goddamn characters, so much
Yeah.
information about characters, music from so many different games and stuff. So like I find that really interesting. But I just don't often pay $60 for games. You know what I mean? Like I did pay $60 for the fucking 3D collection, and that's one thing, right? But I feel like I often don't. Not for new games anyway, and so that game has never been on sale. I don't think.
Ultimate's never gonna go on sale.
Yeah, so that's just hard. You know what I mean? It's like a hard decision
You
for me
could
to
probably
make.
get a physical copy at like GameStop or whatever for like
Or a
$50.
little cheaper,
Yeah,
yeah. I've been stalking the Facebook Marketplace to see if anyone's selling it for any cheaper. So I'll look into that. But
right.
I have been curious to actually purchase it. But I will say that I think it's super cool that not that I am interested in the character at all, like by itself, but like I think it's a cool addition to the Smash roster, Smash Ultimate, right? Precisely because it's such a, like as I said, it's such a like a big museum history book kind of deal for video games, right? Like Minecraft is it not like the biggest selling game like ever?
Probably.
Like I think it is. I can't say for sure, but I
It's
think
really
I've heard
popular.
that. Right, right. And it's been out for what, like 15 years at this point? Like so many
Yeah,
people grew up with that shit pretty much. Like people who are old enough to like get to like be competitive at Smash and shit like that. Like they're at an age where they like actually grew up playing Minecraft and stuff. So like I feel
yeah,
like if you're gonna have characters, if you have characters like Richter Belmont and all those guys from the old, I mean Simon Belmont from like the really old Castlevania games, like what age is someone who played Castlevania when it first came out, like in their mid 30s or whatever, if not
right.
older. So like I think it's
40.
cool that right, right. So I think it's cool that they would add, someone like Steve from Minecraft for
Yeah,
like for the I guess the younger audience who are still playing Smash. I think it's a really really cool detail.
I was an Xbox Live party with some guy and my friend. Like it was his friend from school or whatever, and I didn't really know him, but he
Right.
was like, "Yeah, I got this new game on PC. It just came out. It's called Minecraft. It's in beta."
Wow.
Uh, and
Wow.
and I was like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I like made a sign and I built the house."
Right. Right. Right.
And now it's insane. Now it has so much shit, and they keep updating it constantly.
And there's like the modding community for that game is insane too,
Right?
right? Like it's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah. Did you ever put much time into it at all?
I've played a good amount of Minecraft. I think it's pretty fun.
Right. Did you
I
play when
play
you
it
were
on
still in high
Twitch.
school, or have you played it
Uh,
through?
I think I had it on my computer in high school, but I didn't play a lot of it. None of my friends
Gotcha.
had it,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
so I only played like a little single player, which is
Which is
weird
not
because it's so
as
popular.
I was gonna say, which is probably not as fun, right? Like a lot of
No,
it
it's
is
not
also
that
like a
exciting.
multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. 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 Right.
Um, but
I
yeah,
know I've
Smash
never played
Ultimate
it.
is really good. It's a really good casual, fun Smash game,
Right.
and I think having all the characters supports that, but it detracts from the competitive experience because you have to learn, you have to memorize and learn so
Right.
much. And
Right.
what are there like 60 characters? So
I think there's more, dude.
yeah,
There's
but
more,
like
but damn.
you play one character and then you just imagine the entire roster, and you have to learn all
Yeah.
those matchups for your
Yeah.
character.
Right. Yeah. Not only that, but they keep adding more, right? Like you're
Right?
you're
Yeah.
you're good at the game now, but then you'll know a couple of months from today, they're gonna announce like another character, and then a couple of months from then, they're gonna announce you with another character,
And they
and
like,
on.
balance changes, not just to your character, but to other characters.
Right.
And it's like, oh, I guess that move has armor now, and I just die for trying to hit him out of it.
Yeah, like that move got like nerfed, or certain moves get nerfed
Yeah.
and shit like that.
I
Yeah.
remember one day I just like someone posted this video and they're like, "Attention, we fit players. We fit now as 0 to death on Bayonetta.
No
You can just
way.
if Bayonetta's at 0, you can just kill her off 0." And that was a thing for
Really?
a couple months.
Damn.
Which is
Yeah.
pretty brutal. Shit like that.
Right. Right. I think that's totally fair. Right? Like the idea of getting a Smash game is kind of like Mario Kart. Like it does have some depth if you do want to go deep into it, but like it's mostly just about how accessible it is, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much like a party game.
Yeah. But
But
Nintendo tries to have the tournaments now, kind of.
right. And it
Like, I
has
don't know if they want to anymore.
the net play has not improved at all, has it?
No, I've heard it's still bad.
God damn, dude.
I think they've, tried to improve it. It was really bad when it first came out. Like it just didn't work.
Right, right, right.
Like
Yeah, I
you
remember
could
that.
you like set your preferred rules, but it just seemed to ignore it and just match you with
Oh,
random people.
really?
Yeah, so you'd
Really?
always be playing with, on like with items on and like that huge Kirby map that just kills you if you jump into the fire, and it's like you can't even
Right.
tell what's happening.
God damn, yeah.
It also has the most bizarre rank system I've ever seen, where you have this thing called global smash points or power,
And then you
and
have to reach a certain tier, right, to be able to
yeah, but it's
what's that called?
arbitrary. Elite Smash.
Elite Smash. Yeah, what the
'Cause
fuck is that about? I don't understand it. Do you know about that?
yeah, so you start out with like 500,000 or something GSP is like the default.
Okay.
And then if you win, you get like 10,000 or whatever. And then the game calculates based on like what percentage of players are at what rank, what Elite Smash is, and based on
Oh,
character too.
so it like changes?
Yeah, so if you get into like the top whatever percentile, then you're in Elite Smash,
Right, right.
which doesn't really mean anything except that you'll be playing probably better players.
Right, gotcha.
But it's just a weird system. It's like I don't
I mean,
know. Like,
yeah, right, like right. Have you ever reached Elite Smash? Have you played enough to
yeah,
even
yeah, it's not
yeah,
hard.
right,
You have to do it like it's per character, so you only earn Elite Smash with the
right.
characters you're in Elite Smash with.
Oh, gotcha.
It
Okay.
doesn't really
Okay.
mean anything, anyways. It's just to say
Yeah.
you're in Elite Smash.
Right. Who do you main in Ultimate? Do you have a main?
Obviously, Wii Fit. Well, I do like Ganon a lot, but Wii Fit's a lot better. So I always play Wii Fit if I'm like
Oh, really?
at tournament or whatever. But I do love
Gotcha.
playing Ganondorf online.
Yeah. Yeah. I still have to beat you with you playing Ganondorf.
I don't think you're ever gonna do that, man.
Dog. We'll have to. You don't know, man. I've been training. I've been practicing. I haven't really, but I could. I could
You
be.
could, yeah.
Yeah. We could play fucking Smash 4. That the
Ah, man. I don't really want to be Smash 4 Ganondorf anymore ever.
Wait, why? Is it
He's
ass?
really bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Don't
he's
don't say
terrible.
that, man. He used to always fucking kill me when you played
Okay,
him.
well, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm saying the character feels very slow to control
Okay, like
with little compensation.
in comparison even to Smash Ultimate, you'd say?
Oh, yes. I mean, Smash Ultimate
Really?
Ganon is still slow as hell, but you have that
Right.
huge up smash. You just have huge smash attacks. And
Gotcha.
you're a little faster. You have the
Yeah,
dash attack.
right.
But yeah, I don't really play anymore because the online just isn't fun for me.
Yeah, and like there's only so much you can do playing single player, right? Like what the fuck
Yeah,
are
there's
you?
all this shit. There's all this, just, I think they removed Home Run Contest. I think they removed everything but World of Light, and World of Light sucks.
Yeah, right.
World of
Like
Light's really not fun,
I
in my
feel like that's
opinion.
yeah, I just feel like that's not the kind of game that you can like sure there's a lot to unlock and you can unlock a lot of it or most of it by playing single player, I suppose, but like just like in terms of like get like it's not a game that's just a whole lot of fun to play by yourself,
Yeah,
right? I
playing
feel like
SDAI sucks.
right. I feel like it's the same deal like when I play FIFA. Like I refuse to play FIFA against the AI because it just feels fake. It just feels
Yeah,
so fake. You know what I mean? It just
yeah,
so yeah. I think it's a lot better to just play online with people, right? The issue is, yeah, like yeah, I even get lags sometimes too. So like I can understand why that's also it could be off putting too. Like if you don't have very good net play, it's also very frustrating.
I feel like
Yeah.
FIFA is important, but it's not as important because like you'll often just be running, you know.
Yeah, right. You will have some. It's more likely that you have time and space to like react to shit as opposed to
Yeah,
like in like a fighting game, you know, with like
yeah, where you like have to jab or duck
right,
or
right,
whatever, and it
right.
ruins your combos.
Yeah, no, but I believe that, right? Like if you're not playing multiplayer, there's just again, there's a lot of shit to unlock, but it's not even fun to like unlock because it's not even fun to play single player anyway.
Yeah, it's better than Smash 4. But Smash
Right.
4 let you get crazy custom parts that would like let you give your character a billion attack.
Oh, I
Um,
remember that.
which
Yeah,
was pretty fun because then you could play like just deathmatch games where everyone dies in one hit.
just the amount of customization, right? That's fair.
Yeah, but that's really just a multiplayer thing you unlock by playing the boring single player.
I don't know. Is there any one character that you ever thought that you, in particular, would like to see in Smash?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't want Professor Layton to be his actual like character in Smash.
Right.
But I do want him to be an assist trophy. That would be funny. I would like
At
that.
least an assist trophy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
But I don't know. We already
Um,
got Sans.
oh, true, kind of, right? With the stupid
He's
costume
the
thing.
costume, and we got
Yeah.
the song. And I don't
Right,
know.
right, right, right.
There's already so many characters. I'd like to just see some removed, but that's not fair to people who play them.
What characters would you like to see removed?
Um,
I can tell you right now that I would like to see the fucking ice climbers. I hate those assholes. God
Yeah,
damn.
I mean, ice climbers are usually just like they're
And they're not
either
even they're even like illegal, right? Like competitively
yeah,
usually.
they've been
Right,
banned
right.
in Melee.
Right, right.
The ice climbers usually just devolve into either being bad or really toxic, just due to like the
Right.
nature of the character.
Right, 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 right.
And they're no one like thinks this is an iconic character. It's just the stupid NES game, isn't it?
Ice Climber? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
like
even fucking played Ice Climber. I don't know.
I
I
played it
don't
on
know.
the NES Classics. It sucks.
Right. Like I don't know anyone who's even like nostalgic for Ice Climber. No
Yeah, I
one.
understand. Like, Kid Icarus is like it has like its own DS thing, so there's like a lot of new fans of that.
Right, 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 right.
Uh,
That's fair.
I would like to see Dark Pit removed.
Yeah. Or
We
maybe even if you remove like 3 Fire Emblem characters, there'd still be far too many Fire Emblem characters.
yeah, that just sword characters.
I think it'd be pretty cool to see fucking Crash in there, man.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see him, and even like fucking like Rayman. I think I'd dig seeing Rayman. Not gonna
Rayman's
lie.
in what's that game called?
I don't know.
We played
Rayman,
it. No, it's a fighting
Rayman
game.
Legends.
Brawlhalla. Rayman's in Brawlhalla.
Oh, it is an Ubisoft game. I think that would make sense. I didn't know he
Oh,
was
I
in
didn't
it.
know that. I thought it
I
was
think
indie.
so. I think so. Actually, yeah. Let me make sure that I'm not talking out of my ass. I don't know why I feel like it's an Ubisoft game.
I would like to see Pac-Man gone, I think.
Who even play? We talked about this. No one really
Yeah,
plays as Pac-Man, do they? Right?
yeah.
It is a Ubisoft published game. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if did they like acquired it at some point. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't published by Ubisoft like right when it came out, but like it is now published by Ubisoft. What about that game Rivals of Ether? Have you looked into that at all?
I've played it with Cheyenne, actually.
What do you think?
It's pretty cool.
Pretty
It's
cool.
like toned down Melee.
How
It's
so
very
toned
similar
down?
to Melee. Well, you have less moves, I think. You have less. You can't grab. I think you can't grab. I
Gotcha.
think. Or if you grab, it's like a command grab. Not everyone has it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it was pretty fun. I just don't own it. It's like it has an awesome Steam Workshop now. If you've seen Alpharad's shit on that, it's pretty funny.
What's Team Workshop mean?
Steam Workshop means the game is open to community submissions that you can download without a mod
Oh,
launcher. You can
right.
download it through Steam.
Oh, really? Cool.
So there's like just absolute disparity between like there's these awful characters,
Right.
who can't do anything and they're like huge and really slow, and then there's just like obscenely broken like Goku characters who are like one
Right.
pixel wide. And Alfred has some good videos of them just like trying random stuff.
I did see Alpha put up a video about it sometime this week, I think, because it was released on Switch sometime this week, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. But I haven't looked. I didn't even know it existed really until I saw that video this week, and I thought it was cool because fucking Shovel Knight.
Yeah, he has all his moves too. It's pretty cool.
That's sick. Yeah, we
You
all know
like
how much I like Shovel Knight, so that immediately caught my attention.
Yeah, I think when you
Yeah.
hit the enemy, gems come out, and then your like neutral beast summons like the shop, and then you can buy more items if you have enough gems.
Yeah, that's sick. I love
And
that.
like when you die, the bags come out, and you can try and get them back and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Right, right, right. What about Kirby Fighters, dude? So,
What is Kirby
uh,
Fighter?
huh?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a Smash game, except it's just Kirby. you know?
Was this the free online game?
No, it's not even
Okay.
free. It's $20. It's
Oh,
$20.
yeah, I
But
didn't even.
It was a thing where it was like announced. No, it wasn't. It was leaked. I think it was weirdly leaked by Nintendo themselves. Like they like put. I don't remember what the story was, but Nintendo themselves leaked it. Like they might have like shadow dropped it without even like announcing it at all.
Uh-huh.
And like some people picked up on it, and then they like put it down, right? Because like, oh shit, like we shouldn't have done that, whatever, without announcing it even. But then they just put it back up like that very same day after everyone started talking about it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe this is fun, but my first instinct is this looks terrible.
Yeah, and why even? You already have fucking Smash, dude. Like, why would you pay
Yeah,
additional dollars? Like, I'm sure it's a mechanically good game, whatever. But like, if it's the same mechanics as Smash, and yeah, Smash is such a larger game.
you could play as Kirby and Smash.
You can play as Kirby. You can play as Day to Day. You can play as fucking Meta Knight in Smash too.
Yeah, it
You
looks like
know?
everyone just has to be a Kirby in this.
Yeah, like a specific Kirby power up, or
Yeah,
Waddle Dee. You can be like Waddle Dee or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty lame, but I had no idea it even came out. I don't really watch directs or anything.
Right. But that's the thing, right? Like I only knew about it because I follow like a lot of YouTubers on Twitter who like started talking about it
Yeah,
out of
that's
nowhere.
even weirder that they like
Yeah.
wouldn't market it.
Right. Again, I've heard that it's not. I've heard that it's a good game. Like mechanically it plays well and everything, and like there's a decent amount of content to it. But like $20 for an expansion to Smash, basically, it just feels like a lot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's strange.
But that is what people compare it to, right? Like it's such a good game that like people compare it to like this could easily just have been like a Smash expansion called Kirby or some shit like that. Any other things related to like games this week, dude? I don't know. Oh, I bought E's Origins. I do
Yeah,
like
it's pronounced E's. It's
it's
YZ, isn't it?
it's YS.
YS.
YS, yeah, and it's pronounced E. At least that's what I've heard people pronounce it on
Okay,
YouTube
yeah.
and shit.
I mean, I believe you.
Right.
I
I
just
don't
couldn't
know.
find it because I didn't know what you're saying
Oh, you didn't know how to like actually like
until
spell
you
it or
sent me a
whatever.
picture. Yeah, I was typing in like E's, like easy.
Right. Right. That makes sense. My bad.
No, it's totally. It's a weird name. It's an understandable
It's a
mistake.
weird name. Right. Yeah, it's a really old franchise. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that like it is an action RPG type game, which I've always liked, right? I do like action RPGs, games like that. And I like the aesthetics. It is an older game. I think it originally came out in 2008 or some shit, and it's been like remastered a couple of times. But I do like the aesthetics, right? Like the characters are weirdly like sprite based, even though like it's a 3D space game.
Hmm.
And I don't know, it just has this vintage looking aesthetic to it that I dig. And like the gameplay that I've seen, like the bosses look huge and like the move sets look cool. I don't know. For like $15, I feel like it must not be a
Did
horrible
you try
tab,
it?
right? It released today. Like I pre-purchased it and it only released today, so I haven't gotten the chance to because I've been
I
busy.
I get it.
Yeah, but I definitely will give it a try, and I will report back on it next week. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a really old friend. I feel like I think I saw that there's these games on like the NES even, um, and I feel like back then they were like turn based even. I'm not really. I could actually be talking out of my ass right now. I don't know, so I should just
Yeah, it seems like
stop.
franchises never die in Japan. At least,
Yeah,
like
right,
you can like hear about like Highlight or whatever, and then just forget it exists. But then you find out
right.
it's like still really big in Japan.
Yeah, like Ease A came out. I feel like I think this year, maybe last year or something. It's just like a brand new game.
There's a new
So
Darius game.
no
Cam
way.
got it. Yeah, and it's we had some trouble getting it to work because he had it. Well, it's because the game didn't like detect the controller right, but we finally got it, and we only played like 10 minutes.
And you play over
'Cause-
like Parsec or something or what?
yeah, well, we played over Steam.
Over Steam. Oh, because it allows you to like share games now or something.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's like I think the English version, but it's like just in Japanese, but like the menus are in English.
Ah, damn.
I don't know. It's have you seen those Darius games where it would be like 3 arcade cabinets or whatever, like 3 screens
So
long?
it's like super long and like narrow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
it's really
yeah.
long, so there's just like kind of black bars kind of cutting off your
Right.
movement. It's very strange on a modern
Right.
PC.
Right.
It
Right.
seems
Right.
okay. I'm sure he'll make a video on it.
Right. Yeah, I was just gonna say, fucking Discord updates. Boffner is playing Darius Burst Chronicles.
That's why I thought of it because he's playing it.
Right. And then Ursidon is playing Valorant, and then Kershey is of course playing Rocket League. And you know how he feels about it. It's
Yeah,
free to play now. So if you haven't downloaded it and played it,
you're
you'll hate you.
scum.
Yeah, right.
When are you gonna play Apex with us, Daniel?
I can download it on my PlayStation, dude. It's cross-platform now, right? Is that what you sent me earlier?
Yeah, so I think that's the dev post was kind of like vague,
Ambiguous.
but I think it's like up. It's in beta, but I think it's up.
Right. Yeah, we could try that sometime. Like,
Yeah,
not tomorrow, but like Saturday or some shit. I'd
yeah.
be into that. Hell yeah, dude.
I think it's coming out at the end of the week,
Okay,
so on
gotcha.
the weekend.
Right. We should be able to play on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Dude, I have a story which we've already talked about it for a little bit. About the Spurs player who had to like leave the field to take a duke in the middle of a game.
Oh yeah. Well, you go ahead and restart the whole thing because I already know.
Yeah. Right. All right. So, again, as Spencer outed me last week, I am a Spurs fan, big Spurs fan. And they had a League Cup game today, not today, Tuesday against Chelsea, right? And of course, since it's a League Cup game, it was a direct elimination game, right? Whoever lost the game just got kicked out of the tournament. So Spurs had to win, of course. They were down 1-0, right? And around like, I don't know, like the 65th minute, like somewhere between the 65th and the 70th, I was working, right? So I was going back and forth between looking at my computer for looking at work shit, and then I was looking at the TV to try to keep up with the game. But I did notice like there were 5 minutes there between like the 65th and the 70th minute where like Chelsea was just running Spurs over, like running them over. And they were really close to scoring like 2 or 3 times in the span of those 5 minutes, right? And my dad was next to me. He was watching the game, and I was telling him, like at the moment, I really have no idea what could have changed in the last few minutes that Chelsea are just running us over
Mhm.
this hard right now, right? And then you see Mourinho, right? Mourinho is Spurs' coach right now. He's very notorious for like his weird antics. Like he'll often just like leave the game before the game is even over in like anger or just to like make a statement. I don't know, weird, right? So after one of these plays where Chelsea was really close to scoring their second goal, the game was still 1-0 at this point. And Chelsea got really close to scoring the second goal. The cameras, the broadcast went to Jose Mourinho storming out of the dugout into like the locker rooms. And everyone was just like, all right, I guess he's just upset at his team. He's just doing the Mourinho thing and just leaving like he often has done in the past.
Mhm.
Turns out that he went to like call Eric Dyer, the defender, one of the defenders that Spurs was playing with that day, because he was in the dressing room, in the locker room, using the toilet or some shit, right? Because like you saw Mourinho go, the cameras went with him like into the locker room, and then like a minute later, the cameras go back into the locker room, and you see Eric Dyer running out,
Right.
and apparently he went back into the game, and that's when like the game got balanced again. And eventually Spurs, they tied the game at like the 84th, so they went into penalties and Spurs won, which is huge news. Great news for me. And I was very happy. But I don't know. It was funny because again, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to like the broadcast or the announcer even, so I didn't know if anyone really noticed that he was gone. But yeah, he just left it because he had a nature call, and Spurs ended up winning the game, and Eric Dyer was actually awarded the man of the match, the official man of the match award.
Yeah, which is weird because he left in the middle of the game.
And he even is funny because he put it up on, like because when you get the man of the match award and you get like a little trophy,
Yeah.
whatever. And so like after the game, he put up a picture on Instagram of like the toilet that I guess the toilet that he used, and he put the trophy right on top of it, and his caption was, "This is the real man of the match."
Yeah. You don't think about it. What if soccer players have to go take a crap in the middle of the game? You don't think about
Yeah,
that.
right. I couldn't find like official documentation on it, but like I did do a little bit of research. And yeah, apparently there is a protocol for these issues, right? And it's something that has happened. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened to other like, bigger profile players, if you will. Like I don't know if you know who Sergio Ramos is, the defender for Real
I do.
Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a couple of years ago, and I remember watching this game, or at least I remember the news of when this happened recently. Not recently, but at the time, right? That he just had to like leave the game randomly, and even like the coach said in the interviews after the game, the coach said they asked him like, "What happened with Ramos there?" And the coach was just like, "Yeah, he just shat himself a little bit, so he had to go to the bathroom." you know. So
Gotcha.
yeah, apparently, it's a situation similar to when a player has a little bit of an injury, right? Where he has to like leave the game for a couple of minutes to get like medical attention or whatever.
Yeah,
Get
I guess so.
so like as long as like the player notifies the ref, like dog, I really need to just skip out for a couple of minutes. They'll let you do that. I guess it would be unsportsman like to like just stop and take a shit in the middle of the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. That's my weird story.
Spurs
Uh,
update of the week.
yeah, right. Spurs update of the week.
Speaking of weird stories, should we move on to what Owen has sent me?
I haven't seen it. I haven't kept up with it.
Well, I have it. It's solely his story.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. It says here's Ulysses, man. Okay.
Right,
It
right.
starts in, I guess, and I don't know if this is the first scene or if this is just an excerpt from a random chapter.
I like how committed Owen is to this shit. I appreciated that.
Yeah, I was just like, Owen, can you write Ulysses and send me a a little sample by Thursday? And he was like, yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Owen.
Yeah, Owen. Big shout out to you, dog.
I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I've opened it.
Okay, you have it.
Yeah.
So here we go. Owen Connell's Ulysses. Love loves to love love. What the actual fuck does that even mean, man? Mona stared perplexed at her blind date across the table from her. He was an eccentric man, to put it mildly. Ulysses Filar
Pilar.
Raptoria the Eighth,
Does
or
that mean
so he
anything?
claimed.
Do you know? Does that mean anything? Does
I,
that mean
I,
anything to you?
I don't know.
All right, all right. Just curious. Just curious if you knew what that was. If it is even anything. All right, go
I
on,
don't
go
know.
on.
He claimed to be called, was dressed in resplendent satins, the colors of dusk and night. He wore a fine ermine cape and a felt tricorn adorned in multicolored feathers, each plucked from a separate exotic bird. He would be considered the new hot piece of ass at a colonial debutante ball, but for the casual lunch at In-N-Out, he looked like an ass who would call a woman milady and would really like you to let them know they have some thoughts on gender politics.
Right, 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 right.
What it means, milady, Ulysses said, making Mona's skin crawl, is that love is like a hurricane. It cannot be contained, nor should it. Perhaps you understand my intent? Do you want to be Mona?
I can be Mona, yeah. Dude, are you serious? I'm not sleeping with after Mona checked her watch. Jesus Christ, it's only been 6 minutes?
Heavens! Ulysses blushed a vibrant shade of pink. I would never sully thy maidenhood. I merely wanted to inquire if you love the peasantry as much as I do.
Peasant? The hell kind of question is that?
If milady does love the peasantry, then I can get your word that you will sign the Magna Carta on the morrow.
Are you fucking with me? Dude, what year do you think it is?
Why, 1215, of course.
Are you for real? It's 2013.
What? Ulysses' voice dropped 3 decibels. I guess I didn't do that.
Right, cool. That's
Are you
fine.
serious? Ulysses grumbled and stood up from the table, revealing a polished copper codpiece. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out what looked like an electric shaver. Hey, it's me. He's spoken to the shaver. Patch me through to hold someone in navigation. Yeah, I'll hold. Ulysses stood tapping his elf boots in time to the tinny music coming through the shaver. So, he said, pointing at Mona's burger, you gonna finish that?
Yes.
Damn, all right. No need to get all. Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, David, you sent me to the wrong time again. I'm in fucking 2013. Yes, I'm sure. I'm the only one dressed like this, and somebody's been looking at me like a freak all day. No, I don't think she'll be able to sign the Magna Carta. What did the itinerary say before the Rubber Wars? Do you know how much time is before the Rubber Wars? That's like in 3030, man. Okay, can you send me the right time? Okay, thank you. What? Okay, I'll ask. Hey, Ulysses snapped his fingers at Mona. Do you know if Oda Nobunaga was able to unite the warring states yet?
Yes?
Yeah, that's already happened, man. Anyways, thanks for the fix. Shining blue light began to envelop Ulysses as the scent of ozone and burning plastic filled the air. Before I go, yoink! Ulysses grabbed Mona's burger out of her hands before vanishing in a puff of light. Mona sat frozen, her fillings ringing in her teeth. Hey, hey, a voice said as someone tapped her on the shoulder.
Huh? Mona turned to see a greasy faced teenager with a rag and spray bottle.
You done here?
He asked angrily as if Mona was occupying sacred land.
What, cat got your tongue or shit? Was Ulysses here?
You know him?
Yeah, he comes in from time to time. Turns out cows going extinct at 2042, so he'll come here to get burgers and claim someone's messed up his coordinates.
So, what do I do now then?
I don't know, go to Five Guys instead? That's a good excerpt, Owen.
Yeah, goddamn, this is excellent.
That's great. I can't wait to see what happens to him next, or Mona. I'm not sure which one is the main character, but I really liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I can't wait till this is actually published and released, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the same company that I don't remember the joke.
The same company that published The Overton Window by Glenn Beck.
Yeah, thank you.
No, that was excellent. Owen, we appreciate your commitment.
Yeah,
we appreciate your contribution to this show's content. Hell yeah.
Very cool. That was good. We could ask Owen about it.
Yeah. It's funny because I genuinely thought Owen was joking when he texted you Ulysses. Yeah, because he sent that to the group chat, right? And I genuinely thought he was joking. And then I opened the Discord, then I saw the Ulysses image with the anime girls, and I thought that's what he meant. I didn't know he had actually sent you that text. You know what I mean? I had no idea.
All right, we'll ask Owen about it. You heard it here first. Exclusive interview with the author.
Owen Wilson Connell.
Welcome back. We now have acquired the author himself, Owen Wilson Connell. Welcome to the show.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's good to be here. Thank you so much for supporting my work. This was a very personal piece to me.
Right. How far into the story was this excerpt from?
Right, that's what I was going to ask.
This is actually a side project that I've been working on. So all of my works are part of a shared universe. I believe that there are a few hints that future readers will be able to pick up on.
Right, right, of course.
Interesting. And when can readers expect to see this on shelves? Are you able to say?
I cannot speak to that right now. My agent and I are discussing this right now, so I don't really know what I have the clearance to talk about.
Okay, I mean, I understand.
You mentioned there being like a shared universe. Is this going to be all published under one tome, like under one single tome, or are there going to be multiple books?
It would be sort of similar to, who wrote Slaughterhouse-Five?
Kurt Vonnegut.
I can't believe I forgot Kurt Vonnegut. I think it's sort of similar to Kurt Vonnegut, where they aren't all part of like an overarching series or like any sort of like larger story, but they all sort of happen in the same planet at the same time, and certain characters appear in different stories. So
Gotcha.
if you see my name on the book, you can assume that it is happening at the same time as other stories.
Right. Makes sense.
The choice of the title Ulysses seems very deliberate. What motivated you to gravitate towards that?
James Joyce's Ulysses was just such an influence on me. Just the name Ulysses just really strikes you. It really,
it's a good name.
How influential was Homer's Ulysses on you?
You mean the Odyssey?
Yeah.
But that's Odysseus.
Isn't Ulysses like a retelling of the Odyssey in the same way that like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a retelling of the Odyssey?
Oh, is it actually? Am I mixing shit up?
I don't know, because like Ulysses, I think James Joyce was like, I'm gonna write the Odyssey for Ireland, so he did that.
I think it's like
right. You're right. Yeah. Ulysses is a Roman name of Odysseus, right? That's why I mixed it up. I thought
they all have different names.
Yeah. That makes sense. My bad. That was a dumb question. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Owen can still answer it.
Bush is also a notorious fan and supporter of then current President Ulysses S. Grant.
You say current President Ulysses S. Grant?
No, then current President.
Oh, sorry.
Right. James Joyce. I think Ulysses S. Grant like the third worst rated president or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The exact approval back then.
I wasn't there.
I think like it scales. I don't know. I'm not in charge of rating presidents, but you can guess. My apologies.
All right. How influential was Alfred Lord Tennyson's Ulysses poem?
I believe that if you look at the characters' names, you'll find that they share similarities between the characters of that story. That was very much my love letter to that original poem.
Right.
And how do you feel about being under the same publishing umbrella as a political superstar, Glenn Beck? Are you guys friends? Do you know each other?
You know what? I don't think we are. Like,
you don't think you are, but that means you know him.
Yeah.
And you have a strained relationship.
Yeah.
We have broken Owen, dog.
It's okay. You don't have to answer if you're having an argument with him right now.
Right.
Yeah. Well, tell you what. When you see my Twitter "I'm sorry" video, it's like 40 minutes long with ad breaks. Then you'll like,
right, with a dog, with a puppy.
Right. Yeah.
Well, shit. I don't know that I have any further questions.
No, I think that was good. Thank you, Owen, for sharing your work and being here to talk about it a little.
Yeah, thank you for your intervention, dog. Yeah, always glad to have you here.
Before I go, though, I would like to give a shout out to my muse. This was very much on my mind when I was reading the story. I'd like to shout out Mouth Dreams by modern composer Neil Cicierega.
Yes.
It is a work of art, and if I may quote Cameron Milktail Miles Mitchell, he described it as, "It is interesting. Not sure if it's quite my thing. Reminds me of YouTube poop. That is.
Reminds him of what? Reminds him of what?
YouTube poop. I wonder what Ganon's up to.
I have no idea what that is.
I guess it was like an English thing, but
right.
You know those old CDI cutscenes?
Right. Yeah.
Like, mix those with memes and like other sound bites to like make like a stupid story and like draw over it with memes. It was just like kids messing around on YouTube.
Gotcha.
I definitely had seen a few, but I was more interested in the Zelda CDI games than the Hotel Mario CDI games after just from the source. They're amazing.
Yeah. Right. Have you heard of the Frollo show?
No.
I feel like I have. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah. So it started as a YouTube poop before the creator decided, you know what, I'm just going to make like an actual series out of this. So it became like a 20-part like series, and each episode had like its own myth arc. It was like 40 minutes long. It is like
really
genuine. It's genuinely impressive. I'd recommend if you see one YouTube poop, watch the Frollo show.
I was gonna make a snarky comment about how shows based on like YouTube properties are usually very good. Like I was gonna say that sarcastically because the first thing that came to my mind was the Annoying Orange show on Cartoon Network. But then I remember that like fucking Rick and Morty came out of a YouTube short too, didn't it?
It was like a comedy bit I think he did with like his friends beforehand, even, you know.
Oh, so it wasn't even like a, because the Annoying Orange was its own thing, right? There were multiple videos about it. Okay.
Like they weren't
I think Justin Roiland was just messing around and then he had it animated or animated himself and put it on YouTube.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't think it was like intended as a series.
Right. Or intended even as a cartoon to begin with originally.
Yeah.
Would you agree that the Annoying Orange was the first VTuber?
Yes.
No. There's definitely one. There's Crazy Frog. This shit that came before it.
Oh my god, Frog!
Crazy Frog. Yeah, that's a little frog that has a little dick, right?
Yeah.
That dances. Yeah. Isn't there like a Crazy Frog Crazy Frog kart racer? I feel like there is.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a Burger King kart racer.
It's like right.
Kart racer.
Right.
Who in Burger King is in the kart racer? Like, are there any characters?
I know the King is in it, and his son, who's like also a burger.
Oh, right, Whopper Jr.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah. Well, actually, like Ronald McDonald had like like his own mythology.
Right. No, Burger King doesn't like have.
Ronald McDonald had it cartoons, man. I have a VHS of a Ronald McDonald.
Right. Alpharet has a playthrough of Burger King Racing, whatever the fuck it's called. If you do want to see it,
Game Grumps have a playthrough of Sneak King.
Right, the Metal Gear Burger King game.
right.
It's a Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Please tell me they have like a Burger King themed version of Snake Eater or something, like one of those.
That would have been hot.
That would be sick. I don't think there's that much artistic direction behind it.
Right. We've been recording for just about an hour, I think.
Yeah, it's let's wrap it up. It's been a good time.
Right.
Owen, thank you for joining us at such short notice. I know you want to get back to watching that video of a cat
and writing your story.
Yeah, well, I probably should do that at some point. I'm taking a break. I'm just going to send you that video of a cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tune in next week where Daniel also has beat Okami and will tell us about what a great time he had.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that I had to do that shit.
Yeah, good luck.
Put in like 20 more hours into that game.
Yeah. Daniel, what have you learned? I always go first. You can go first. You complained the last time that I stole yours.
What the fuck did I learn today, dog?
Owen, what did you learn?
Do I still need to be here for this? Let's see. Just in general,
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not going to hold you too accountable. You're only here for like 10 minutes, so anything.
What did I do today? I learned how to sanitize a red-tailed hawk's enclosure.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
Very cool. Oh, I learned that I could have learned about this during the show too. I did hear about it earlier, but I learned a little bit more about it on the show. I learned that Apex Legends is going to be on multi-platform, cross-platform open beta this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. And I definitely learned something new in that there's a Kirby Smash game that they just released without like advertising it, and it's just kind of there. Yep. I can't imagine anyone's playing it.
Right.
Sakurai, he's playing it.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know if it even has online.
I don't even know. Yeah, I would assume so, but I couldn't tell you.
Right, yeah.
Shit, Matthew Peterson's been a great time. Owen Connell.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Owen.
All right.
Thank you for your time. Find me on bookshelves at some point.
Hell yeah, dog.
Have you ever
seen such a beautiful night?
Dude,
I could almost kiss the stars. We're shining so bright.
They say in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion, but the lion doesn't live in the jungle. It lives in Africa.
What the hell are you saying, dog?
You know that song where they're like, in the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight? I don't know.
Yeah.
The lion doesn't live in the jungle.
No, you're right.
I never
savannah or whatever.
Yeah, someone pointed that out earlier this week, and I was like, God, super right about that. It's weird.
Yeah, they don't live in the jungle. Yeah.
Anyways, see you next time.
Oh, Owen left. Owen actually left. Yeah, shit. I was gonna blame it on Owen, but he's not here now. I'm